Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up your notes right now.
Okay.
I like literally got on like right at 3. I was like trying to find a quiet spot in this hostel is like impossible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
like my
hilarious.
Sag heart is living through you so much. Just like everything you're doing, it sounds so fun. So amazing. Like if I obviously like didn't have a family and kids, I would just like, okay, bye. Be like, where
Bye.
to? Yeah, that's just so cool. Let me
Thank you.
find my notes as well. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So yeah, I did okay. So like while my family was here or my husband's family for like that week. Oh, let me silence my phone. Um that's when I like started getting sick and
Yeah.
I had to like reschedule a couple things and that my goal was like to like eat my food separately and I just felt such low energy. I could tell that I was fighting something. And I ate like pretty well, but also was like kind of lazy, like with my food choices and stuff because I didn't feel good, you know? But I also wasn't that hungry because I was getting sick. So I think I did okay as far as like that goal went. And then telling them like what I like my own tortillas and stuff like that when they made food and they were like really respectful and awesome and made different things for me. So that was really nice. And still did no makeup for anything. I had on Boise Business Babes, this one girl was like, "Hey, I have a wedding tomorrow. I need a photographer. Anybody want it?" I was like, "Me." So I was like the first one. So I did, and I was like it was like I felt okay. Like I had a fever like the day before. I was like, "No, I'm good." I don't like I don't know. I was just like worked way too much for not feeling well. But so I did that, did like impromptu wedding. But into that, because it was a wedding, I did put like a little bit of makeup on, just because of what the type of event it was. But other than that, I haven't worn like anything and I've just done my skin routine and it feels good. So I did that. I did go to the gym once and I still wasn't like, I think I was like okay that day. It was so weird. Like I would feel fine and then it would come back. I'm like, what the heck is this? It's so weird. So I did go to the gym, but only once because then I got pretty sick after that and just didn't do anything. And finally took a COVID test. I was like, okay, which was like just, I don't know, good for me because I probably would have tried to push through anyway and done like work. And it's like, I don't know, just my body telling me I need to slow the frick down. I'm going like I don't have to. I'm kind of overachieving, like wanting to get things done earlier than the due date. And I was like, oh, like with photography, I send them their gallery like 1 to 2 weeks. And sometimes I'll do it in like 3 days. Like I don't need to do that. I have time. So I have to give myself time. And so this whole like while I was sick, I was like stressing. I'm like, I'm so behind. Like, and I wasn't because it was only like a week and I give them 1 to 2 weeks, you know? So I was like, I'm actually okay. Like the only thing was with that wedding, I usually do sneak peeks the first like 5, like within a week. And that was short, but I communicated with her, said that I was sick and I'd get the ASAP. She was totally nice about it and understanding. So I had nothing to like really stress about, even though I was like stressing. So I think being sick was like really good, actually. I always find positives and everything. I was like, it's like, I don't know, just a good reminder to slow down, and I do actually have time and not to like overwork and rush. And yeah, so that's one of my upcoming goals. And I know I've kind of like talked about it, I think, but I want to like actually do it where I like schedule working hours and don't do them like later in the day. Cause I'm like, I know like energetically, I'm like a night owl and I get a lot of like my work done at night, but then I don't have, that's also my family time. So it's definitely feeling out of balance, and especially feeling sick. It was just such an emotional week. And I was feeling like I had a couple times where I just like cried because I miss my kids. That's it. I just like don't see them. They're at school all day and I was sick. And then I would feel better in the evening. So I'd try and get some work done. And by the end, I was like, hey, I just need to chill. I'm not behind. I need to like schedule this better so that I have time with my kids and also like don't overwork myself when I don't need to. So, yeah, lots of like kind of realizations about just resting and chilling out with work and prioritizing kids because it's making me really like emotional how much like our lifestyle is just so different now than when it was when I homeschooled. Um, so yeah, that's kind of how like my week went. Very emotional and but also
Oh,
yeah, very good in like the self-reflection and stuff. And I was like really kind to myself, I think, because I lost my train of thought. Of course, when I get to like the kind part, I can't remember. But what was I gonna say? It'll come to me. But yeah, my week was very emotional. Oh, I was kind because I kept reminding myself that it's my busiest month. So it's not that like it's out of the usual, the amount of work and time and like a bit more stress that I'm under, and it's not all the time. Like I just kept reminding myself, this is just your busiest month out of the year. It's okay. Like,
mhm,
you're just feeling that and you're not seeing your kids also as much because you're so busy. And all my sessions are on weekends and it's just because of this month. And so I have like a couple sessions, but other than that, I'm not doing anything for the rest of the year, photography wise. And I don't like winter. Winter's like for me, I like to rest. I don't like being cold out and like doing shoots like in the snow. It's not my favorite thing. I'll do it if requested, but I don't put it out there and advertise it because I just don't like it as much. And so I'm
mhm,
that time is like family time. I'm kind of hibernating, working on more of my spiritual business because I can do that during the week, not on the weekends. So I'm like excited for that time too. So yeah, just reminding myself that it's a busy month and then I get to kind of hibernate a little bit and spend family time. So yeah,
mhm.
like my biggest splurge, I think.
No, I like it. It's cool too, cause like, I don't know about you, but, like, when people talk to me, like, a movie is playing in my mind of, like, everything they're saying, so I feel like I, like, go on a journey and, like, I'm imagining you and the kids and the snow, like, the photography and being cozy, hibernate, like, it's so entertaining to
Yeah,
me.
good.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry it was emotional and you were sick. God, that sucks, but you're
Yeah.
feeling better, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm still not like 100%. Like, I think just energy, just getting like better food again and getting moving. Cause I feel better when I do things. Like, even if I'm not sick
Mhm,
and I just sit and do nothing, I don't feel very good. So I think I'm just getting out of that stagnation of like not doing anything for a couple of days. And then as I get outside, I just need more like fresh air, going out, doing things, and I think I'll be even better. But yeah, I'm like 99% now. I'm much better than the last couple of days for sure. Yes.
That's really good. Yeah, I'm really glad you're feeling better. That's funny
Mhm.
you say that too, because I'm a Sag too, and like one of my other clients, who signed on with me yesterday, she's a Sag, and she's one of my friends and has been a client before, and we were talking about how like, yeah, like sometimes we just want to go rest and be cozy, but then like we're watching a documentary or like looking up a new class or like trying to learn something and like why can't we just fucking relax?
Exactly. It
I
doesn't,
was
like,
like,
stop.
yeah, can we just get paid to learn our whole lives? That'd be great. Thanks.
Exactly. Exactly. And I have a Reiki class this weekend, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I can't miss it. I can't be sick. Like, I wanna go. Like, when's the next class? I have to, like, I want to learn this now." So it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'm glad I don't feel sick anymore because I have stuff to do, but not too much stuff. Like,
Yeah.
slow down? Good. It's balance.
Sorry, that was
Oh, no, it's good.
weird. Someone is like screaming. I don't know what's happening here.
So weird. I can't hear it.
Okay, good. Yeah, so being sick kind of just like, but I think you still did great even with being sick too.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, and then not getting to go out when you like, your last night, oh,
Oh,
I was like, "No," and especially, like, for me, you're, like, kind of the glue because there's still a lot of girls I haven't met, you know? And I, like, Ashira made a couple meetup things that I hope to go to, and that's, like, really cool, but, like, socially and I was like, "Oh, I wanna meet everybody, and I wanna see Sydney before she goes," and I couldn't go to your party. That's when it was like, "Wow, I'm kinda sick," and then I'd be better, and then I'd be sick, and I'd, like, miss all the things that I wanted to do. But, yeah, it was definitely a different, like, sickness. It wasn't just like, "Hey, you're sick." It was just weird. I was like, "Okay, I need to take, like, a COVID test. What the hell is this? I'm over it." Um, but yeah, it still wasn't, like, the worst thing. Like, I could still, which was, like, I'm really grateful for, and my husband didn't get it, like, super bad. It's so weird how everyone's symptoms are so different, and it's
mhm,
like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, glad it happened, it's over with, and this weekend, I was supposed to have more, friends come and visit for the weekend, and we had someone
mhm,
last weekend and the weekend before, so it's, like, my busiest month, and we keep, like, having people over. That's just how it, like, happened, so I keep
mm,
reminding myself it's just busy. I'm okay, just, like, not feel the stress of it because I have, like, organized it to be okay. I just, like, kind of get in my head like, "Oh my gosh, it's a lot?" So, they're not coming
mhm,
this weekend because we were sick and they have a baby, and it worked out, and I didn't schedule anything this weekend because they were gonna be here, so I have a free weekend to kind of it just, like, worked out perfectly because now I don't have work over the weekend. I can catch up on stuff, do, like, family time, which is one of, like, my upcoming goals for this week. So it worked out, actually. So,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's great. It kind of worked out in your favor.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so working out's going well, eating well's going well, the
Mhm.
gym is going well,
Yeah,
and no
hopefully.
makeup's going well.
Yep, yep.
That's great. Yeah, what do you want to focus on today?
I think I think my number one thing is setting work hours during the day,
Mm,
like, for my photography. Even, like, I just really need it's so weird, like, why don't I just do it during the day and not in the evening? But I feel like that's kind of, like, my most creative time. So I think I can do that if the kids are busy doing something else, I can work then, but I really wanna try and push myself and do it more in, like, certain hours so that I have more freedom and for family time. So one of my goals is setting work hours and sticking to them. And then another one is, like, family time, like, conscious family time, like, Yeah, like actually setting time and doing things together because my kids are feeling it too. Like they've cried a couple times, like, and it's a change for them because they don't feel like they see me as much because we were together every day. Like I homeschooled, we did literally everything. You know, they still did classes and stuff without me, but it was most of the time. It's not like they're at school now for 7 hours a day. It's like, so they're feeling it on the weekends this month for sure. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, family time is also another goal, but mostly work. I think that's kind of the base of everything so that everything else can happen. And I'd like to
Mhm.
continue with going to the gym now that I'm feeling better. I'd like my goal realistically 2 times a week for sure. And I'd like to go 3 if I really kind of like pushed myself and fit it into my schedule.
Okay, perfect. Um, and I've been doing mini text summaries with you, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just have to do the next one on WhatsApp. Do you have that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna make sure real quick. And yeah, I think that's a great idea. Like, because since you mentioned two things, and you notice like the working hours are more important, like setting those working hours like during the day for the photography,
Mhm.
and then we could, I'm sure we'll have time for both. We could go over like the conscious family time
Yeah,
too.
cool.
Okay, I'm gonna double check that I'm just gonna send you a text. Hi. Okay, perfect. Yeah, what would it look like to actually, sorry, let me rewind. Um, why is it important to set the work hours?
It's important because I think if I need to do it when that's kind of like my time when the kids are at school and my husband's at work. So it doesn't take away time from family time.
Mm, perfect. Yeah, anything else on that, or does that feel complete?
That feels complete.
Okay. And you might have already shared this, but how
Mhm.
about your ideal outcome from the session?
Um, less like yeah, the same as like usual, but I think less stress. Like, I think
Mm,
having it more structured is like and sticking to like more of a plan with like work, it won't feel like I'm like rushed in the evening or missing out on other things that I want to do during that time. So less stress.
perfect. Okay. Yeah, and what would this ideal work hour schedule look like?
It'd probably be I still feel like I work really well later in the day. So I think if I did, because I still have my other business, if I did that kind of in the morning with like my meditation, that's kind of where I am with my kind of state of mind. So I
Mm,
think with photography, if I did that after lunch, because it only like even a couple of hours, I could like do a whole session in a couple of hours. Um, so afternoon hours before the kids get out of school, ideally is when I would like to do it.
okay.
I wish I was a morning person, but I'll work. I'll get up to that maybe.
Yeah, did we ever explore your, dosha type and sleeping hours?
Yeah, and it was very early. It was like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah, like I should get up between like 4 and 6 a.m. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Which it feels so like uh yeah, even if I have a session in the morning at like 8 and I have to make it to Boise and be there at 8 a.m., it's so hard for me. Even if I go to sleep, I don't know why. I feel like if it
Mm,
was like I don't know, with my dosha type, I should feel that like in the morning, like, okay, but maybe I've just like never done that. So my body just, I don't know, isn't used to it. Because I'm like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
really early.
Yeah. Yeah, that is super early. Okay. And yeah, how is the sleep stuff going, by the
It's
way?
it's going good. I think this week
Oh,
was
good.
just I made myself sleep. Like one day I just slept. I made myself sleep all day because like, hey, I'm sick. I know I'm sick because I took a test now. I'm not in denial. It's not just a migraine. So I made myself sleep a lot the last like at least 3 or 4 days. So I didn't like do any alarms and my husband was home to take the kids and do that stuff. So this
Mhm.
next upcoming week, I'll get back into like my alarms and waking up. But the beginning of the week, I was doing it and it felt good,
Oh,
waking
good.
up and not snoozing and stuff like that, and going to bed earlier.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. And with this ideal work schedule,
Mhm.
does it feel better to you to like set like hours and days, like making it really structured
I
or
think so. I feel like I'm pretty structured, and I think that's what I want, more structure. Like,
mm,
okay, like Tuesday through Friday, I work from noon to 3:30 on photos. Like, I think, yeah, I do well with more structure like that. And then
yeah.
I can really
Yeah.
plan out, especially if I know that I could do a gallery in 3 hours, then it helps me kind of plan like, "Hey, this is like one of the families, second family. I can have 4 families done this week if I did an album a day," so I think structure definitely will help me visualize it, not be stressed, and stick to like a goal of what I want completed by the end of the week.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Walk me through that. Like, what's your ideal work schedule for both businesses throughout the week?
Mhm. I think Monday is definitely my, I don't know, like Luna business. It's definitely more chill. I kind of get people's charts because those can start on Tuesday. So, like, no photography unless I finish that stuff, like Luna charts, all my astrology charts on Monday.
Mm,
Then I could do some photography, but I think it's mostly just like Luna on Monday, if anything, because I kind of Monday's my day to, I don't know, not see clients and not like work
mm,
super a lot. It's like my prep day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, uh, for photography from noon to 3:30.
mhm,
And then um and then Friday, if I have to like catch up on anything, like if I feel like I want to like do a little extra work, that's kind of what Friday is for, but I don't have to. That would be like
mhm,
ideal. Like 3 main days, like Monday is Luna day, getting all my charts ready for the week. Um Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, photography from noon to 3:30. That leaves my mornings for like I want to also food prep more. So I think in the mornings or like that's my grocery shopping time, meditation time, more in like the morning. And then I've like kind of worked up my energy to like sit down and do photos. Cause I think like if I do photography stuff in the morning, I'm like sitting at my desk and it doesn't like feed me as much. It makes me
mm,
kind of late and I don't want to leave the house and go grocery shopping or food prep. It kind of like, I don't know, doesn't get me up and going. So I think doing that in the afternoon works better. Um, so yeah, and then Fridays just catch up on stuff if I need to. But yeah, that's my ideal schedule.
perfect. Yeah. And you want to infuse the gym visits into the schedule, or do you kind of want to just keep in mind, like, 2 to 3 times a week, I'm just going to go?
Yeah. I think. I'm not sure. And I think I signed up for like a little extra to do classes, but they're at weird times. So I might not do that. So it's really just me like going. And my gym partner, she likes working out in the mornings and I like evenings. So it's like we haven't found a rhythm quite yet of like when to go.
Mhm.
And it'll probably be because my husband's leaving for class for like a month. So I'll have to go while the kids are in school. So yeah, I'll probably go around like 10 a.m. around that time. Like after I take them to school, go to the gym, do my other errands, stuff like that, start on photography or whatever that day. Um, so yeah, I think if I went like Tuesday, Thursday, and then once on the weekend.
Okay, perfect. Did you have you ever learned about the planets that rule each day of the week, by the way?
I think I looked into that once, but I don't remember it. And it was just like, I like had heard about it. Maybe I heard about it from you or something, maybe.
Hmm.
And then I like looked at it, but I didn't retain it or anything. And I completely forgot. But no,
Yeah.
I would definitely, yeah, I don't know what I looked at. Like, I don't know if it was like what planets ruled, but like it must have been because that's kind of how I structured my week. Like Monday doing nothing. I kind of looked at my week differently um from an
Hmm.
like energetic standpoint. So I do remember like looking it up, but I don't think I looked at the planets necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because I was like, that's smart to do the Luna day on Monday because it's ruled by the moon, and that's like great
Oh,
for spirituality.
that is.
So I
I
was
didn't
like,
even think about that. Wow, that worked
like you
out.
already know.
Yeah, that's
That's so cool. Yeah, I try to do something spiritual on Mondays too, and just like start it like intentionally and it's
mm-hmm.
like nice and slow. And yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So ideal schedule is Monday for the spiritual business, keeping it more chill, getting people's charts, maybe doing some food prep. Is that the correct day for that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, planning for the photography business around noon to 3:30. And Friday can be a catch-up day if needed. And then I put loosely plan because you kind of seemed like you're not sure whether you want to like structure the gym or like let it be
Yeah.
intuitive, but like loosely plan around 10 a.m., maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and once on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that sounds great. Is there anything that could get in the way of this schedule?
Mm, not really. Just myself and
Great.
not sticking to it. But I don't have anybody like during those times. It's just me. So just like, yeah, self accountability. Maybe like not having someone else like hold my, because they're not doing it with me. It's really just like
Mhm.
me making sure I stick to it. But that's kind of like owning your own business. It's you, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So not really. I think I should be able to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. How do you feel so far around finding like a feel good schedule for both businesses?
I like it. If this feels good.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I've like wanted. Chill, at least chill Monday, open on Fridays because my husband doesn't work Fridays, so it's kind of like our day. And that's kind of, yeah, an intuitive day. Like, do I need to do this or can I wait till, next week and I'll have more of a structure on that? Like, if I even
Mm.
need to kind of, get a little extra done. So yeah, and then that leaves the weekend for family time and the evenings for family time. So So yeah, it feels good to me. It should be, yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. And do you want to go into like the conscious family time stuff
Sure.
or whatever's on your mind?
Yeah.
Anything at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we could do that. I also want to do like remind me when is a good time, like what moon phase is good for manifesting. I know I can
Oh,
look it
near the full moon
up.
is
Okay.
the best. Like, and even the whole time it's growing, like taking action and like marketing and manifesting, but like specifically for like really honing it in is like right as the full moon is coming up
Okay.
until one day after the full moon, the energy is still there.
Okay. And that's when I should like make posts, like, because people are manifesting too, kind of? Or
People
like,
are, yeah, like they're more like open and social and happy like as the moon is growing.
okay,
So
cool.
that's a great time for like marketing and networking and selling and taking action and like thinking about new ideas. And then, yeah, like around the full moon, if you can kind of like, I know act as if sounds cheesy, but that's really what it is. Just staying like high vibe and like just expecting it like so many times, like goals and manifestations will come through around that time.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I think, and especially our next meeting in a couple weeks, I think I'll focus more on my Luna business. I feel that like
Mhm.
I really want to do that through like next month and the following month as I kind of have photography take a back seat for the winter. And I really want to focus and manifest and open up new like pathways with that. So that's kind of like I don't know, kind of taking root in my mind, but not as much. I want to get like this month done with photography and a good schedule before I like manifest my next move with that. But it's definitely on my mind as like the next thing coming. What can I also offer? All this stuff. What can I learn about that I can like give to like clients, and how am I gonna like kind of structure it so that it feels like more. I think that's like also because I like, yeah, want to know and like learn something more specific to give. But I think that's next session because I think there's a lot to unpack there. And I still have to like, think about things. But we can, yeah, if we
Yeah.
have time, we can definitely do more of the family time, like the conscious family time. Because I kind of just have it at that. I don't have anything like structured other than like, hey, we have time in the evenings and on the weekends. I haven't really thought about what that looks like yet, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, totally. And it's funny too, talking about the moon. I just saw it's the waning moon. It's been the waning moon since the 10th. So I think, like, yeah, feeling emotional, it might not all be you as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great for like letting go and then the 26th looks like it'll be the new moon and it'll start like growing.
Oh, good. I kind of like we had talked about like after I don't even remember what goal it was. I'd have to look through our notes, but like after I did a thing, how do I reward myself? I would
Mm,
go to a bookstore or something. But I think
yeah.
with like reflection and stuff this past week, I kind of looked at it as like a reward to myself and I bought something. I don't buy anything. But I think, and also I've been like an emotional and like around my kids and family time. And my
Mm.
husband and we've been together like 13 years or something like that. And we've always had a queen bed. We never like got a king, even when we like slept with the kids. And it's always like crammed. So if the kids come and sleep with me, like when they're sick or something, my husband has to sleep on the couch or in their bed. And there's
Oh,
just not enough room. And I think him going to class for like a month, I want to like sleep with the kids. Like it's like, even though we're sleeping, it still feels like we're together. I don't know. I like co-sleeping. So I bought a king bed this week. I was like, how do I get like family time in and feel that like closeness, even if, I don't know. So that like, I'm kind of excited about that, like as a family time thing, even though we're sleeping. But and the kids always want to like, can we sleep with you tonight? And we're like, no, there's like no room. So I think it's like, and while and they're getting bigger. Like my son's 10, like that's huge. They're not gonna be able to sleep in my bed. Like he's already like too big, really. But whatever, yes, sleep with me. So yeah, that's kind of in that lane of like family time and how can like we be, together and feel closeness and stuff. And so I bought a bigger bed. So that's one of the ways that kind of and that goal that I feel better about. Because I think that if I never did that and then the kids are too big and they really can't sleep with me and I never got a bed that could like allow that, I'd kind of regret it a little bit. And yeah, I'm feeling maybe it was like a little emotional. Like I really had to sit with it because I'm like, I'm emotional this week and I'm feeling this with my kids. Am I really, spending hundreds of dollars on a new bed set and frame and mattress? And I like sat in my cart for a couple of days and I was like, no, like I'm just gonna do it. Cause I'll like the money will go somewhere else. And I'm like, why didn't I just like do this? Because we've never done it. It's been years, So I kind of, yeah, it felt like kind of a reward for myself, like really busy, self-reflecting this week, taking time. How can I like what can I do for my family right now that will make my kids feel, closeness and stuff. So I bought a bed and it felt good. But yeah, so that's kind of one of the family time things that I think, I don't know, it's really the family bed now. um, but yeah, and I think with family time during the week, especially when I was sick, because I didn't work like in the evenings and I didn't have like, I rescheduled some of my shoots in the evenings because I was sick. And I sat down and read with my daughter. And obviously, homeschool, I've read with them. I taught them to read. It was like, and doing their homework with them. And I've done it. I had to remind myself that this month is just crazy. Like, I haven't done these normal things. So going forward, and especially even in times that are busy, I think that's why everything falls back to structuring work during the day, because I want to be able to do homework with the kids and their reading time together. So that's kind of like a family time that I want to like do. And with working during the day, that time kind of opens up. So yeah, family time would be homework and reading together as a family. And I'd also like to cook dinner together. Like one night, each kid has like their night of the week because I don't like cooking very much. Like I wish that I did. That's one of the things I kind of want to get better at, like try new things, like really enjoy it. I want to enjoy cooking. So I know it's like kind of pushing myself to take it even further and cook with my kids because then it's slower. They want to help more. Cooking takes longer, you know.
Yeah.
But if I did like 2 nights a week where each kid has their night and we cook together, I think that's also a good way to have like kind of conscious alone time with each kid too. So I'd like to kind of do that.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
And
And
yeah.
oh, go ahead, sorry.
And I think maybe the weekends are the best time for that because we can kind of take our time and it's not as like stressful, I guess. We're not rushed because during the week it's like homework for an hour and sports, and then we're like rushing to make dinner. So I think like if it's one kid has Friday night and the other one has Saturday night, I think that's more of like a weekend thing. But
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And real quick to touch on the cooking thing, do you want me to leave some of my favorite vegan online chefs' websites in the some resources?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I think you would love some of these, especially like, for example, like one of them, she's like famous for her like dump and bake meals. Like
Ooh.
she has this delicious, like hearty, like cheesy, though it's vegan, like
Mhm.
chickpea, cauliflower, like casserole. You just like
Oh,
heat up
yeah.
a sauce and put chickpeas and cauliflower and celery in a like a casserole dish and like pour it all in and like throw it in the oven. It's my dream. It's just so easy. She has a bunch of those recipes like that and they're so good.
That sounds delicious. Oh, yes, I would love that.
I'm excited. Okay, I'll put like probably 5 or more in here after our session if you want to explore. And the food by these people is so bomb. And they have like some more simpler ones like the jump and bake, but they also have like more complicated, like
Mhm.
especially Nikki Vegan, I'll put in here. She has more simple stuff, but her food is bomb. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
good. Yeah, I
I'm
wanna get, yeah,
excited.
excited recipe. Like, I think we just, like, kinda get stuck eating the same things, and it's like, "Okay," like, I've had this so many times. So, yeah, I think a new person, new recipes, like, would be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it could make it more fun and
Mhm.
exciting. It's like new food. And then if you ever wanted to like um, infuse, like, the music into it, kinda like before with, like, the
Ooh,
cleaning, like, making it, like, a fun thing with the
mhm.
kids, like, however you guys wanna do it, just making it, like, ritualistic and fun, and it
Yeah.
might make it, like, more, um oh my god, what is the word I'm trying to find?
I hate that.
Damn it! It might make it easier to, like, stick with it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, like, making
Yeah.
it ritualistic and fun, and
Mhm. That's
yeah,
so
this
funny
sounds so
about the music. I started listening to music while I edited photos, and now I do it every time, and it's so, like, way more emotional and, like, beautiful. It's like because 'cause you're going through like, you hear the music and the lyrics, and you're editing, like, this family or a wedding, and it's just, like, so cool. I don't know,
Woo!
I have to get up sometimes, like, and go hug my family, like, in the middle of it, because it's like a movie that you're kind of, like, making and editing while you listen, and it, like, takes you more on a journey and makes it more fun. So that's another way I, like, kind of incorporated music, and so
Mm,
that was a cool find, like, doing it that way. Definitely more fun and
yeah.
yeah, a different vibe to it too.
Yeah, I love that. Sometimes I do that when I'm doing websites too,
Mhm.
like, just putting on music and, like, infusing it with, like, some sort of one-word intention, like, "Oh, I
Mhm.
think this person is wanting success," or
Oh, I love that.
they probably want healing to be their main intention in their website, or sometimes I ask them,
Mhm.
but for the people who are not wooey, I kinda, like, infuse it anyway.
Oh, I love it. That's cool.
And thank you. How would you like to infuse, like, these 2 new, goals slash routines into, like, the current ones you have?
Um, like, what are the 2 new goals?
The, the ideal work schedule and conscious family time.
Okay. How would I like to say that question again? Sorry.
I think no, you're okay. I think what I'm getting at is, like, will it be okay to keep those current ones you have, like the makeup and the healthy
Mm,
eating and the gym and the morning routine, and then these, like, is it feel doable? Not too much, right?
yeah, I don't think it feels like too much, and I really wanna look more into the resource that you sent on, um, the makeup, and I wanna, like, yeah, look more into that and start wearing like, not be so like, "Oh, no makeup as a goal," like, I feel comfortable not doing it, it's almost like feels good where I don't need that, okay, this is my goal, I'm not gonna wear it. I just feel okay not wearing it now, like, because I've
Yeah.
done it in lots of situations and stuff like that. And so yeah, I think now I want to look at like different um alternative makeup to like start kind of
Mm,
experimenting with. So I'm gonna look at that resource that you sent for sure. So I think if there was any goal that I could maybe take off would be the no makeup. I think that now it's just kind of naturally there, which feels cool. Um,
mm,
yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, the rest feels good.
yeah,
The eating, gym, all of that together, I think is good.
perfect. Okay. So let me know if I missed anything. The ideal work schedule, the conscious family time, is like the mindful spirit or sorry, mindful
Yeah.
spiritual. Is the mindful morning routine still like important to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the gym 2 to 3 times a week and just like healthy eating as like a general
Yep.
thing. Okay, perfect. And anything that you would like to commit to doing over the next week?
Oh man. I guess sticking to my work schedule if there's one thing, because I think that sets up everything else.
Okay, that's perfect. And yeah, I know you mentioned you don't really feel like you need accountability around that, right?
Yeah, I think that, yeah, it should feel so good that I'll just do it. Like, hey, this is good. I've set my thing. I did my work. Now I get to chill. Because, and
Mm,
especially with me, I like to procrastinate. I do really good under pressure. Like, but I don't want to do that anymore. Like, now I know that I can do it in like 2 hours. So I might as well just do it and then not stress
yeah,
about it. So yeah, so sticking to my work schedule is my main goal this week.
okay, perfect. And how about the most useful thing from the session?
Hmm. All of it? Um, Most useful thing. It's always just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty like, I don't know, as always, just talking to somebody about goals. Like it sounds very
Mm,
simple, but it's not, because I don't know. When you have someone who's like focused on what you're saying and understands it, it just like means everything. Because you kind of, I don't know, don't really have someone else like that in your life necessary that's like,
yeah,
you know, focused on you and your goals. Nobody. So yeah, it's just,
yeah.
yeah, grateful for that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, it does sound very simple, but I feel the same way.
Hmm.
It just makes such a big difference.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Anything new that you discovered about your situation?
Hmm. I don't know. Like, not necessarily, I think. I think just like how to structure it, because I think I did a lot of like self-reflecting this week already.
Mm,
And during this meeting, it was just like how to put that all together in a structured schedule.
mm, beautiful, yeah. I totally, just remembered too that you mentioned kinda, like, wanting to slow down a little bit, but we could always work on that in another session if you feel like it needs to be,
Yeah.
like,
I
in a
think
session.
I think that like working, like setting work hours even helps with slowing down, because I don't
Mm,
feel rushed. I get it done. I have time, like, to maybe read my book and do all these things earlier or later, because I have this like structured time that I'm going to focus in. So I think it also helps me slow down to have more of a work schedule like that. So I think it coincides a bit, actually. Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's perfect. And anything new you learned about yourself?
Hmm. No, I know I procrastinate and I stress And I know that I need more structure like that, with
Mm,
work and stuff. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I like, and also like where the moon is right now and all that stuff can also lead to why I'm like extra emotional. So that was really helpful. Kind of learned that
Mm,
different aspect.
totally. The moon totally affects us.
Hmm.
And let's see, what else? Yeah, what would you like to acknowledge yourself for today?
Hmm. I think for realizing what I need, like
Mm,
to slow down, and I need more structure so that I can make like family time because I know I'm like emotional and the moon's like making me a little extra emotional and I'm on my period. Like
oh,
kind of hit me, but I think to be able to like still rationalize, not that it's irrational, but as in taking the moment as like, oh, I'm just being emotional. It'll pass. I'm not going to buy a bed, you know, but like really being able to like look at it like, no, my emotions are kind of coming up right now. Like the energies are helping my emotions and what I truly am feeling. Um,
mm,
even when I'm not feeling as emotional, it's still like a real emotion that's just come to the surface. And so I commend myself on looking at it for what it is and that it is like an actual substantial thing that I can make a goal around and try and change somehow so that it doesn't come up as strongly again because I'm kind of looking at it as an actual thing that's kind of bothering me under the surface, like no family time and that I haven't got a bed. It seems so weird, but it feels good that I did that. I don't know.
yeah, okay. That's great. That's great. And I know we have a few minutes left. We're kind of finishing early. Is there
Mhm.
anything you want resources on?
Oh man, I think more. I have a couple like moon books, but I think especially like I gravitated towards even my name being Luna anew, like new moon. I just like, the new moon, new
Mm,
perspective, new ideas, new energy, because that's kind of what you leave my sessions with. I think I want to be more um knowledgeable about the moon. Like I want to know more.
mm,
Instead, like I don't want to have to look it up or ask about it. I kind of think that it might be something that I also help my clients with, like living more by the moon and all of that stuff.
mm.
So more resources around that and the moon and all that good stuff. I would love because I
Yeah, totally.
and just for myself too, because I am like, yeah, wanting to live more that way. So yeah,
Yeah,
resources on that would be amazing.
perfect. Yeah, I'll link in here the top 2 moon books that have changed my life.
Cool. I think I have moon spells. Is that the one I have? Moon spells.
Yeah, I think I saw that you
Oh,
had that one,
yeah.
yeah.
I read that one, but I think that's
The
it.
Yeah, her other 2, The Moon and You and Moon Magic are so good. Like, Moon Magic is like a very educational, like, God, I should have brought that with me.
Oh.
I only brought 2 books with me, it was a very hard decision,
Oh,
but
man, that would be hard.
no,
I don't know what I
it
would
was I know, it was very difficult,
do.
but yeah, the Moon Magic one is, like, very informational, like the background, and then the moon and you is like literally just one chapter for every moon phase, like different practices you
Oh,
could
cool.
do, like detox recipes for the waning moon, like oh my gosh, what else? Like burning ceremonies. I think like spice mixes you could do to like detox the digestive
Oh,
system, like detox bath recipes since the waning moon is all about like letting go and yeah, they're both like so good and they're short reads too.
oh, I
So
love that. I also
I'll
want,
link those in here.
if you have like a moon calendar. I have an app, I think, maybe.
Like a paper one that
Yeah,
you
like
can hang
a
on the
paper one.
wall
I'm
or an
very
app?
yeah, one I can both. I have I do. It's called Deluxe, like, Moon. What is this? Why can't I see the name? I don't know what it's called. I can, like, see the little app icon, but it doesn't show me, like, the whole name. Let me see, app info. It's called Deluxe Moon Premium. I don't know, but it shows
Oh,
me.
yeah.
So I have the app. I need to use it more. But I'm very, like, tangible. Like, I like writing things down too. So yeah, if there's like a moon map, I can even just like have on my desk or hang. I think I would like that more. Like, I think I would use that
Totally.
a lot too. So yeah, if you have like an idea of a good one or I think
Yeah, I definitely do. That I'll link it in your notes in here too, but magicofeye.com, they have like beautiful like black background holographic like moon calendars you can hang on the wall, and they also make vegan intentionally crafted planners where you can track your period, the moon, and astrology.
oh my gosh.
It's and their planners are gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I
I
think
love
you would
that.
love it so much. I'm
Yeah.
totally putting that in here.
Yes, I would love that. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, totally. Anything else on resources?
Hmm. Nope, that's good.
Oh my gosh, can I just show you this planner real quick?
Mm.
I feel like you are going to love it so much.
Aw, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
And they have a black one.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm making my logo still, or my husband is because he makes logos, and because it's mine, he's taking his time. But it's literally like an eye, and I'm like trying to incorporate like the zodiac, like your third eye. So like I loved the front of that book.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, maybe it'll give some inspiration.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I will text you your mini text summary, and then I'll leave these resources in your notes. And yeah, I hope you have a great 2 weeks. And you can always text me in between if you want to as well,
Okay.
if you need
Okay.
anything.
Okay, perfect. And do I um pay for like the session, each session, the day of the session, or how do you like do I pay you now for both, you know?
Oh, yeah, so I set up an automatic, um, payment for next week before we start the next chunk, and
Okay.
then it'll just come out, like, every month.
Okay, awesome. Cool. And I gave you my
Yeah.
info already? I don't remember.
I think you have to go I think I sent the new contract and the recurring invoice, so you just have to, like, approve those and fill out with your card info. You can use a credit card
Okay.
too if you want,
Okay.
and then it should be good to go.
Okay, cool. I did the new contract. I don't think that I saw the billing thing. Can you resend that maybe?
Yeah,
Okay. And then I think
totally.
on the calendar it said every Thursday, but I think we're doing every Monday. I'm not sure if it sent me like the right like notification.
Yeah, I do have us every Thursday at 2:30. Is
Okay.
that right?
I think that's how it was. And then I think you asked if Monday or Wednesday worked better. And I said I could do Monday because in the contract it said Monday.
Okay, I
So
will double check that.
yeah, either one works for me, but I just wasn't sure.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, totally. I'll double check that and text you.
Okay, awesome. Sweet.
Yay! I hope you have a
Thank you
great
so
day
much. You
or
too.
night. I guess it's night,
Almost,
kind of.
well, it's 3:30.
Oh, yeah, so
What
still
time is it
day.
there?
It's only an hour ahead.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
crazy.
guess, yeah, because you're just below. That makes sense. I thought I was like, oh, she's like so far away. I mean, you are, but down, so that makes sense. Okay, geography. Huh. Oh, well,
That's so
you
funny.
safe, all that you're doing. You have a good couple of weeks. And
Thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you
yeah,
soon.
Kate, bye.
Bye.